rotate. All right, and there we go. There we have it. So we want to go to the other side as well, but first, let's go here and resize 20 to 20. All right, got it. Excuse me. There we go. And now we're going to get this side and this side. And we're actually just going to do UV planar mapping. Go to our front mode again. Find our little T-square. And we're going to rotate it again. And then we're going to go to projection width and height. Make it 20 by 20. Okay. Well, now that we've done that, we're going to save. What we can do is we can start sewing a couple things together. So one of the things that I want to sew together are all of these pieces, because we also have their adjoining pieces right here. So we already laid those pieces out. And I know I want them to be all one piece. So what we need to do is sew them together. So what I'm going to do is find the edge. Oh, here's an edge. Scroll down to cut and sew and stitch it together. And then I'm going to find the other side and stitch it together. And we can always find what side that is. That's the front side. So that's good to know. So that goes here. All right, so for the next one, we'll go to the edge, make sure the corresponding edge is not flipped or anything like that, and just stitch it together. And do the same thing here. Go to UV mode, double click, and put that there. Above this area here. Now that goes there. It goes onto this side. Did we get it onto this side? I think we did. Oh, well, we have an issue here. And that issue is this guy. So we need to lay out the UVs here. And we need to do them separately. I want the grain, because I think this is going to be wood, so I might want a bumper and normal attached to whatever the texture is here. So I actually want the grain of this to all be going in the same direction. So I don't know that I actually want it attached to these guys. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I might, but I might want it all one straight line. So let's go to 4. Let's make sure we've actually selected all of these. Looks like we have not. Oh, maybe we have. Okay, we have. All right, great. So we are now going to planar in the Y. And we're going to go to 20. And there we go. So is it time consuming? Yes. Would we all prefer if we could auto map? Of course. But there is an auto map function in Maya. It's not great. It really isn't. So I tend to try not to use it. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, so I'm going to go to edge. All right, so this is the edge. So we can see right now we've got a problem because this edge is not lining up. So how do we get it to line up? So I'm going to double click on it here. Let's turn this off. And in order to get it to line up, we're going to flip. So I'm going to flip it in the V vertically and then flip it horizontally. And now it should match up, which it does, which is great. So now we can stitch it together. Okay. And we could do the same over here as well. So first I'm going to rotate it, and then I'm going to flip it. Let's see what we got going on here. Ah, there it goes here, but where is its other portion? Ah, it is upside down. All right, so flip, flip. And now it's right side up. And we're going to stitch it together, and there we go. That looks great. Save, and let's save it as a new version. Okay, so we still have a couple of areas that need to be laid out. I'm going to lay out this one next. And I'm also going to lay this out. Now this is fine. It's all in the same kind of direction, actually, but they're separate. So I'm not really too worried about whether these will be connected, because they won't. But you notice all of these are showing up, wow, go away, as straight lines here, which is, it's bad. So we know that this is still planar in the Y, which is great. Haven't changed my settings any, so let's hit 20 by 20, and let's start fixing some stuff here. All right. So that belongs there. This is part of the eaves, but I don't know that I wanted to have the same texture as the actual roof tiles. I think I wanted to have kind of the same texture as these guys right here. So I'm just going to rotate this, and then I'm going to flip it. And for right now, I think I'm going to have it here. Let's do the same thing here. Let's rotate and flip. And we'll situate everything at some point. All right, so this, let's flip it. And let's see where, aha. So we're gonna have to flip it again, flip it like that. So, you know, if it's not in the right direction, just flip it in the U and V again. And then test it out, and we'll stitch it together. Look at that. Beautiful. I believe we have one more piece somewhere floating around. There it is. So I believe it goes here. Let's see where the edge goes. Okay, so this edge, we actually know, we just have to flip this horizontally. And this should be lined up, and indeed it is. Do the test before I just start flipping things willy-nilly. And there we go. Save. Okay, so let's bring back our test. Okay, so we're getting close to getting finished, but we're not quite done because we still have all of the frames of the windows. So all these guys, inside and out, need to be laid out. And might as well kill two birds with one stone, so just get both sides at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just pressing Shift to select multiple edges, or multiple faces rather. And we're almost there. Okay. And remember, you can always hit 4 if you want to double check to see what you have actually selected. All right, so everything is pointing in the Z. So we're going to go to UV, planar, options box, Z axis, project. Should have a whole bunch of large lines like that, and we do. And we are going to make it to scale, so that's great. And we're gonna put this here. So our window frames, we will sew them all together, but for now, we're just trying to separate all the overlap because there's a lot of overlap here. It's all purple. That means there's a ton of overlap. We'll get it. These do need to be sewn together. There's so much overlap though. So we're going to make the frames all one thing, but we need to get the rest of the frames. Right now we can't actually sew anything together yet because we still have some sides to lay out, and those are the sides pointing down in the Y. We never got those, so we're going to have to do that. And here we go. You can start to see now how everything starts to look all uniform, which is good. See? It looks uniform. It looks like everything's kind of to scale. And nice square shapes instead of rectangles and a whole bunch of stretching and things of that nature. All right, so now we are going to project in the Y. Apologize for the loudness. Let's just mute the phone. And now that we've done that, we are going to change this to 20 by 20. All right. So we've got these two. Right, they're right here. So I'm just gonna move them up here for now. All right, we've got to start doing some sewing is what we've got to do. So let's get to work doing that. So we're gonna fix up all of our windows and finish up in the next tutorial.